तिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुः उन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So before we start Bhagavad Gita, we have to offer our pranams to Krishna as well as to his devotees, because from first day I'm telling that this is not ordinary book. This is not some science book, some fiction book, some maths book. Here you need a kripa. Here you need the mercy of Guru to understand Gita, right? Without his mercy we cannot understand. That's why we have to offer pranam before opening the Gita कि कृपया कुछ तो समझने की अक्ल दीजिए. That's why Krishna said this is most guhyatam gyan, Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam. This is very secret knowledge. So to access to this secret, we need the mercy of previous gurus, previous saints, previous acharyas, right? So let's go ahead. Today's amazing chapter. This is 15th chapter. And I remember when I was a kid, that time there was one institution, I think it was a Chinmayananda mission, and they would take an exam, and they would take an exam especially on the 15th chapter of Gita. So I remember they had come when I was in second, third, I don't remember exactly. And that time we had by hearted the whole chapter. It was amazing experience. I didn't get anything. Kya bata rahe, kya, what I'm by hearting, I did not know anything. I was just focusing on my certificates. I want one more certificate, right? But later, as the day passed and I started realizing the meaning of each shloka, right? So now you are all kids. You may not understand exactly what is this yoga, different gunas, Ashtanga yoga, Dhyana yoga, Karma yoga, but don't worry at all, right? You are just putting money in your bank, right? You are doing great investment. And after some time, you will get that investment back with a lot of interest, right? With a lot of interest, you are going to get that. So you are doing amazing, really. And every day 60 to 65 people are joining, and that's great achievement. We were total 108 people, and 65 of you are continuing. That's great milestone. Let's continue. In the 14th chapter we discuss about 3 modes of material nature. We saw sattva guna, rajoguna, and tamoguna, and then we saw some overview of how these gunas means spring, and we saw that picture, that how the lady, the Prakriti, is controlling everyone according to modes of material nature, according to their conditioning. These modes of material nature are working, right? So we saw that those who are in Sattva Guna, they are in happiness, they are in Sattva, they are in knowledge, right? Those who are in Rajoguna, they are just constantly working, they are just doing hard work, they are hankering, they are in greed, right? You don't see these people sitting at one place. No. And then we saw the mode of Tamoguna, the mode of ignorance. In the mode of ignorance, people are just lazy. When the mode of ignorance is predominant, they are just lazy. Or they are just, they just want to sleep. So actually, we all need 3 gunas, but at particular time. Just imagine you are studying and then mode of ignorance act upon you, then you will sleep, you will feel sleepy, you will not able to focus on your study. So we all need 3 gunas, but at some different time. right? Now just imagine it's a night, right? And you are in Sattva Guna, means you want to study in the night. Huh? I mean, sorry, you want to study, but then the ignorance will act upon you, and that is also important. Otherwise, if just imagine, if there is no ignorance, then how you will sleep. Sleep is also very important. Passion is also important to work, right? If you don't work, how will you earn? So sattva is also important, raja is also important, tamo is also important, right? But Krishna said go beyond this gunas. That is Shuddha Sattva. He told Arjuna to go to Shuddha Sattva, that is beyond Sattva, Raja, and Tamas. Because Sattva Guna, man is attached to the knowledge. He's just hankering for more knowledge, more happiness. In the Rajoguna, he wants more money, more fame, more name. In the Tamoguna, he's just lazy. Right? So Krishna is saying, don't be attached to anything. Just transcend yourself and go beyond all these gunas. Right? Now this is Purushottam Yoga, and this is one of the most recited chapters. And we had by-hearted this is amazing chapter where Krishna is speaking about himself. Purushottam Yoga, Krishna खुद के बारे में इस chapter में बता रहे हैं. Krishna is Purushottam, right? Best of the Purusha. So here he speaks amazing thing. Now this is a little technical thing. So I would suggest you to please hear attentively. Not just like yesterday's chapter. Yesterday's chapter was a little tricky and little technical. But as I told you, in the 16th and 17th chapter, we'll describe that in detail. This is 15. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Urdhvamulam Madhushakam Ashwatham Prahuravyam Chandasya Parnani Prakrutim Veda Savedavid. Krishna is telling Urdhvamulam. मूल का मतलब क्या होता है? Mool means root. You have seen the tree, right? So you must have seen the roots also, right? Urdhvamulam. But Krishna is telling here about some special tree. This is very different tree. Now, what is the speciality of this tree? Urdhvamulam. The roots of the tree on the top. What? Have you seen any tree? Just tell me in the chat box. Have you seen any tree which has the roots on the top of the tree? Generally, roots are grounded. They are in the ground, right? You have studied in the science that roots are in the ground. But there is a tree whose roots are upwards. Can you tell me where is that tree? What is that tree? Have you seen any tree, such kind of tree, where the roots are going upwards? I think मैंने chat बंद कर दिया है. नहीं, chat is available for everyone. Oh, no one. Everyone publicly. So you can tell me if you have seen that tree. Then Krishna says, Urdhvamulam Adhashakam. Now the branches are going down. Branches are going down. And the root is on the top. Banyan tree का ऊपर होता है क्या root? No. See, that are his secondary roots. जो आप देखते हैं वो तो secondary होता है, पर जमीन में ही तो उगता है वो, ऊपर थोड़ी उगता है. Many kids are saying that Urdhvamulam, we have seen the roots upwards, but that is not going upwards, that ultimately coming down. See here the banyan tree I have showed. This is banyan tree, right? Here the roots are going down only. आप देख सकते हैं, right? Urdhvamulam Adhashakam. Now stop chatting and focus here. So Krishna is telling there is amazing tree whose roots are going up and branches are going down. Amazing, isn't it? How can branches go down? Branches will also only go up, right? You see mango trees, you see chiku trees, or any tree which is in your balcony. You will see that the roots are in the ground and the branches are going up, isn't it? But then what Krishna is telling you? Urdhamulam adashakham ashwatham prauravyam. Krishna is speaking about the banyan tree, but this is not the ordinary banyan tree that we find in the world. He's telling about some other banyan tree which has the root upwards and the branches going down, right? Just सोचिए, आपने ये ट्री देखा है कहाँ? तो कहीं पे तो ये ट्री आपने हर एक ने देखा है, ऐसा कोई नहीं है जिसने ऐसे देखा नहीं है कि जो ट्री के ब्रांचेस है वो नीचे है एंड द रूट्स अपवर्ड्स है. सबने देखा है. I'll tell you the answer. The answer is, when you go on the banks of the river, you can see this tree, right? Roots are upwards and the twigs, the branches are going downwards. समझ में आ रहा है? So when you go on the river bank, you will see this scene where the branches are down and the root is up. Isn't it? So Krishna is speaking about this. So Krishna told there is a tree which branches are going down and the root is going up. Chandamasi yasya parnani yastam veda savedavita. Chandamasi यस्य परणानी. परणानी का मतलब होता है लीव्स. और ये ट्री कृष्ण कह रहे हैं जिसके रूट्स अपवर्ड्स है, ब्रांचेस डाउनवर्ड्स है, और इस ट्री में जो भी पत्ते हैं, परणानी यानी लीव्स, इसके जो भी लीव्स है वो वैदिक स्क्रिप्चर्स है. दे आर लाइक स्क्रिप्चर्स. यस्तम वेद सवेद विदित. Those who understand this tree, they know the reality. Krishna is speaking. Now let's see, what is this tree? How, is this tree imaginary or is this tree real? What is this? Krishna is telling roots are going up. I have not seen any tree, roots are going up, but you see this tree in the image. See, right? Here the roots are up. You can see here 1 or 8. And yeah, now you can see here roots are up, right? Roots are up and the branches are down, right? So Krishna is speaking about this. Roots are up, but the branches are down. Okay, I hope you got this. So Krishna, let's see now Krishna, what Krishna wants to tell. Before that, I would like to tell you one story. Right? This is story, amazing story. Right? Now I hope you are all hearing and listening to me. So there was a king, right? And king got amazing necklace. He made amazing necklace for his princess, right? On her birthday. So he gave that pearl necklace to the princess. Princess was so happy, right? And she went into her bedroom for a makeup, right? So she went to take a bath. So when she went to take a bath, what she did, she removed that necklace and kept on the table, right? And when she went to take a bath. And then that time, one crow came there. And crow thought that is some eatable things. So he went there, he picked up the pearl necklace and he flied away from there. Now, when the princess came out of, bathroom, she realized there is no necklace. She thought it has been stolen. She started shouting, "Where is my necklace? Where is my necklace?" And then all the people came there and they asked what happened. Then she said, "I had kept my necklace here and then I went to bath and somehow that necklace I'm not able to find. Please find it out." And then everybody started searching, "Where is necklace? Where is necklace? Where is necklace? Where is necklace?" Right? Then there was one person who realized that there is one crow who has necklace in his beak. He has stolen that necklace and he's running and he's flying. So he started running behind him. Now crow flies, right? How can he catch that crow? But no, still he tried. He was running, but he could not find the crow. Right? Crow went away. Then king announced that whoever will bring that necklace back to me, I will give a special prize to that person. I will give special prize to that person. So everybody started searching. Everybody in the village, that particular kingdom, they started searching. Where is necklace? Where is necklace? And everybody was searching for that crow, but they could not find him. Right. So one day there was a man. He was sitting on the banks of the river, and he was just fishing there. Right. He was just sitting there. He was fishing. And somehow he found there is something glittering in the water. Kuch to chamak raha tha. Then he saw, he was little far, and he saw, yeah, that is necklace, that is same necklace, and I must return that necklace to king so that he will give me ample amount of wealth. Let's see, where is that? So he started, he just swam in the river, and he reached that place where he saw some glittering. So he reached that place, but there was no pearl necklace, right? Then he again came back to his place, but then he saw there is something glittering. What is that? So he again swam to that place, but there was no necklace. And he tried to find out everywhere, but there was no necklace. He again came back to banks, and then he saw, hey, there is still, glittering something. So he went and he searched there, but there was no necklace. Can anyone answer this? Where is the necklace? Necklace was on the top of the tree. And what he was seeing, he was just seeing some reflection of that necklace. That's why he could not get that necklace, right? What he should have done, he should have just gone, and he should have just climbed the tree, and he could have got that necklace. But no, what he was doing, he was searching for the necklace at the wrong place. He was searching for the necklace where there was no necklace. There was just a reflection of that necklace, isn't it? That necklace was hanging on a tree, right? The crow had left that necklace there, and that was hanging, and the reflection was, on the water. So that person thought, hey, there is a necklace in the water, but there was no necklace. So similarly, Krishna wants to tell that whatever pleasures are you experiencing in this world are nothing but the reflection of the original pleasure of the spiritual world. I hope you got the example, right? I was telling about the tree, which roots are going upwards and branches are going down. So Krishna is telling that is the material world, that is the Bhautik Jagat, that is the place where you are staying now, right? This place is that banyan tree whose roots are going up and branches are going down. What does that mean? It means that the above tree, the main tree is this, right? Now this tree is the real tree, and this tree, niche wala tree, is imaginary tree. It's just a reflection. It is just a reflection. It doesn't have any reality. This tree has the reality, right? It is existing, and its roots are down and the branches are up, but the material world is considered to urdhvamulam, to the ulta tree, where roots are going up and branches are down. That means it is the reflection of the spiritual world, and reflection is not real. Reflection is not real. So Krishna is telling that my spiritual world is real, the material world is not. How long reflection will stay? Till the time water is there, right? Till the time this water is there, till that time this reflection will stay, right? As soon as water is completely evaporated, the reflection will go up, right? Nobody will able to see that reflection. Similarly, Krishna is telling this water is like our desires. Till the time we have desires, this material world will remain here. Till the time we have desires to enjoy, till the time we have desires to do so many things, till that time this material will exist, right? Till the time we have desires to enjoy, अरे हमें ये करना है, मजा करना है, हमें हमारी आंखों से मूवीज देखनी है, कानों से अच्छा संगीत सुनना है, सुगंध लेना है, खाना खाना है, बहुत सारा एंजॉय करना है. Till the time this enjoyment tendency is there, till that time you will find the reflection of the tree, that is material world. Till that time Krishna will make the material world. He will continue to make this material world. You know, so many of you are asking, ki why Krishna made this material world, bhautik jagat? Why he made this earthly planet and then Narakloka and then upper planetary system Brahmaloka? The answer is simple. The answer is we wanted to enjoy. We wanted to enjoy separately from God. That's why God said, you know, go and have your own planet where you will be able to enjoy according to your desires. So he made different species according to their desires. Somebody wanted to eat meat, lot of meat, non-veg. So he said, go and become tiger or lion. Somebody said, I want to become a fat, I want to enjoy. Lord said, go and become an elephant. So according to our consciousness, we take a different body. According to our desires, we take different bodies. Somebody said, I want to just sleep. I'm just tired here with you, Krishna. I want to just sleep. Then Krishna said, you become, what is that? Bear, I think. Bear sleeps a lot, right? So Krishna said, you can become that. So according to our desires, Krishna made different species, 84 lakh species, right? So I hope you got this example of Ashwatth tree, where Krishna was saying that the roots are going up, but the branches are going down. We'll see one more example regarding this, right? Now let's go ahead. What Krishna is telling something more important regarding this tree. Adasya chordhvam prasruta tasya shakha guna pravruddha vishaya pravalaha adasya mulan anusantatani karman bandhini manushya loke. Adasya chordhvam prasruta tasya shakha. Shakha means the branches. Now its branches are going down. Generally branches are going up, but here branches are going down. Guna pravruddha vishaya prabhala. Now, if you want your tree to grow nicely, what you do? You offer water, right? You give water and then tree grows, right? Similarly, this amazing tree, the Ulta tree, how it is growing? Guna pravruddha. It is growing by Sattva Guna, Raju Guna, and Tamo Guna. They are the fertilizers for this tree. All the gunas are nourishing these trees, right? Vishaya pravalaha. Pravalaha ka meaning hota hai twigs, small branches, right? And Krishna is telling these twigs in this particular tree are different kinds of sense gratifications. Twigs, छोटी जो टहनियां होती है, हिंदी में टहनियां कहते हैं, मराठी में फांद्या कहते हैं, फांद्या. So these टहनियां are compared to these different sense objects. What do you mean by sense objects? Sense objects mean, now my eyes are senses, but sense object is whatever I am seeing, right? Movies can be a sense object, right? Tongue is my sense, right? Ice cream is my sense object, right? So Krishna is telling there are unlimited twigs and there are unlimited sense objects on this tree. Adasya mulan anusantatani. Now here he's saying that उसके रूट्स ऊपर भी है और नीचे भी जा रहे. कर्माण बंधीनि मनुष्य लोके. And these are bound to the creative actions of human society. कर्म से ये जो ट्री है आपको बांध के रखती है. Just like you see here, this is our banyan tree, right? Now you can see some roots are going down also here, right? So they come from up and they go down. Similarly, Krishna is telling that this special tree which has roots up also, but what that tree is doing, that tree is binding the people with the roots. This ulta tree has the roots coming down also, right? And they bind human beings to their karma. Okay, now this is the tree. So now I'll explain you. I hope you understood. Raise your hand if you have understood whatever we have discussed, at least little bit. We can have question answers later also. You can raise your hands. Amazing. So let's go ahead. So now I was telling you about the tree. Okay. So this is that tree. And here, just a minute. So here, now you can see the upper part is spiritual world. Here you can see Radha and Krishna. They are having their leelas in the spiritual world, right? But the lower part is that tree. That lower part is the tree. You can see these are the roots. You can see my pencil. I will change the color. Yellow color. Okay, white color is good. So you can see these are the roots of the tree. Okay, these are the roots. And who is the root of material world? Brahmaji, because everything comes from Brahmaji in the material world, right? These are the roots, right? And then Krishna was telling the branches are going down. You can see the branches. These are the branches, see, going down. These are the branches. Chandansi asya parnani. Parna matlab पत्ता. So पत्ता देखो यहाँ पे एक पत्ते के ऊपर लिखा है Vedic hymns. So the pattas are scriptures. So by reading scripture, by following Vedic scripture, you can go up here. But what we are doing, we are not going up here. What we are doing, we are going from one twig to another twig. See here, you can see that there is a lion, there is a cow, there are people, so many kind of people, right? There is Indra also, there is Ganesha also, right? These are different kinds of living entities, higher living entities. So what Krishna wants to tell here, see, these are lower living entities. You can see snakes here, tortoise here, and wolf here, and some kind of a reptile here, right? So what Krishna wants to tell here is that the twigs are the different sense objects. The small tehniyas, the twigs are like the sense object. And when person get attracted to that sense object, he accept that kind of body. Getting? So I just gave the example that somebody wants to eat a lot of meat. So Krishna says, go and become a tiger, where you will get unlimited eat and you will not get a karma also, because karma is only applicable for humans. Karma is not applicable for animals. Now, if they kill some another animal, they will not get karma. But if we kill animal, we will get karma. In fact, when we eat the sabji also, we will get a karma, right? So here Krishna is telling the root is up. So Brahmaji is the root of this material world. And you can see that how this tree is going down and down and down, right? And you can see that there are Indra also, there is Surya Dev also. They are sitting on the upper planetary system. So this is nothing but a planetary system. Brahma is on the top of the planetary system. Then you can see Indra, he has the Vajra in his hand, right? And I don't know it. This is Indra, he is sitting on the top of the planet. And then you can see there are so many humans also. But humans, there are some humans, they are praying, but there are some humans, they are just enjoying. Some of them are working. Some of them are doing so many sinful activities. Just see, this human is killing, right? So pious, they are engaged in a pious and impious acts, right? So Krishna says, according to their karma, they will get a birth. They will go from one twig to another twig, right? On the one twig, there is eatables, right? So he will become some animal where the food eating is only one thing, right? Then now he wants to do another kind of sense enjoyment. So he will go to another twig. He will take another birth. So Krishna is telling this tree is inexhaustible. Ye tree kabhi khatam nahi hota. So this tree is inexhaustible. एक के बाद जन्म आदमी लेते ही रहता है. Now let's go ahead. I hope you understood at least something. So on the top you can see the real tree, that is where Krishna and Radha, and he has so many cows, he's enjoying the eternal pleasure. And where the desire is written, the desire is like a river, where the reflection comes. So spiritual world is the reflection of material world. Material world is the reflection of spiritual world, based on a desire. So according to our desires, the material world is created. Okay, just like we saw in the previous picture, that because there is a water, you can see the reflection is created on that water. Similarly, because there are desires, the material world is created. When we kill all the desires of enjoyment, then we will able to cut the tree, and then we can go to spiritual world. So now why this tree is growing? Just because of desires. We have so many desires. ये भी करना है, वो भी करना है, वो भी करना है, वो भी करना है, ये भी खाना है, वो भी खाना है, ये भी सुनना है, वो भी सुनना है. Just you close your eyes and you just observe your mind. Just observe your mind. So many thoughts are coming, so many desires are coming. And do you know, whenever you have some desire, you are creating your own birth, you are creating your own body for the next life, right? Because Krishna says, okay, you have desire, fulfill that desire. आपको ये करना है ना, करो, अगले जन्म में ये करना सब, right? क्योंकि we cannot do all the things in the human body, right? You cannot do everything in the human body. You need a different bodies to enjoy different things. जैसे आपको जाना है जहां पे बहुत सारा आइस गिरता है, बर्फबारी होती है, like Kashmir, you want to go to Kashmir and you want to just be in the ice. I want to enjoy ice. But Krishna will say, if you go in this body, you're not able to stay there for long. So I will make you panda. I will make you panda and you can stay there. Or I will make you penguin. You can stay there. You love ice? Okay, you can become a penguin. So whenever you have some desires, please remember you are creating one more birth for you. Right? Nobody has told us this. But it's the truth, right? Chandamsi yasya parnani prakrutim veda saveda. Now if you understood this tree, you understood everything, right? Note down question we will take later. Now let's see what Krishna is telling. Na rupamaseha tathopalabhyate nanto na chardina chasama pratishta ashwatthamenam suvirudhamulam asanga shastrena drudhena chitva. इस ट्री को काट डालो, क्योंकि इस ट्री में जैसे आप फंसेंगे, आप फंसते जाएंगे, एक ट्विग से दूसरे ट्विग, दूसरे ट्विग से तीसरे ट्विग, फंसते जाएंगे. ये ट्विग मत खेलो, right? You just break this tree and come out of this bondage, right? Now how to break this tree? Which kind of weapon we need for that? So Krishna is telling detachment. What do you mean by detachment? Detachment का मतलब होता है हिंदी में अनासक्ति. Don't be attached to the enjoyment, to the objects of enjoyment. Don't be attached. If you do that, you can easily cross over this material world and you can go to spiritual world, right? So remain detached. What do you mean by detachment? Now, just a gross example. This simple example for you all kids. Now, this is my phone, right? So I'm very attached to this phone. I'll not give this phone to anyone. No, this is my phone. Oh no, this is my phone. I'll not give. And I'm spending all my time with this phone. So this is attachment, right? So till the time we are attached to something, we will stay here only, right? It's a small story. I don't remember the whole story, but this is an amazing story. Now there was a king. Please listen. I hope you are all listening and noting down my points. There was a king and he was very attached. He was very attached. ये मेरा राज्य है, मैं बैठा हूँ. जैसे धृतराष्ट्र, he was so attached to his chair, right? He was so attached to chair that he was not willing to give to anyone, right? Dhrita means one who is very attached. Rashtra means nation. He's one who is very attached to the nation. So there was a king. He was very attached to his kingdom, right? Now people said, now you have gone old. Do some bhakti now. Live this. Do some bhakti. ये राज्य वगैरह तो चलता रहेगा. You know, yesterday I read a very amazing verse. Right? Very amazing verse. You may not realize the meaning of this verse now, but after a few years you will. So that verse said, I forgot the verse, but it said that actually when you die, that time your money is in the tijori only, in the locker only. You cannot take that money with you. When you die, your wife, if you are married, then your wife will, she will associate with you till the time you are at home. So your dead body is at the home till the time wife will be there, because she cannot come to crematorium. Your son and your relatives, they will come to crematorium, right? Your animals, right? Previously people did not have cars and all, so they had animals, different animals, bulls and horses. So the slok said, your animals will stay in their ghost only. Ghost means their place only, right? Now you are alone. After death, you will be alone, and only dharma you will able to carry with you. Nothing else. Your tijori will be at your home. Your wife will be at your home. Your animals will be at their place, and your son and other relatives, they can come till the crematorium only. They will not able to come with you. So you have to go alone. So this king was so much attached to his, what do you say, his sampati, his dhana, his kingdom, his palace, his wife, his kids. Sadhus came and told, "Are thoda bhakti bhi kar lo, acha hota hai, He said, no. And then somebody asked him, कि आप क्या लेके जाओगे? जैसे कहते हैं ना, क्या लेके आए थे, क्या लेके जाओगे? So he said, क्या लेके जाओगे? He said, I will take everything with me, right? So when I will die, you just bury everything with me, and you just bury everything with me. Then Sadhu said, okay. What we will do when you die? We will bury your all riches with you, so that you can take that riches to the next life. He was so happy. But then Sadhu said, my dear Lord, my dear king, there is one problem. You will go to heaven after that. But there is a problem. What is the problem? The problem is there are so many mosquitoes in the heaven. There are so many mosquitoes in the heaven. So he said, okay, what can I do? So then Sadhu said, you carry a, net. You understand net, machardani jise kehte hain. You carry that net with you. So he said, okay, I will carry that net with you. I will use the net there. Right? But then he said, that net is actually available in the heavens, but there is one problem. Now, what is the problem? First of all, you said there is a machars, the mosquito. Now you are telling there is a problem in the mosquito net also. So he said, yeah, the mosquito net has some hole. Okay, then what should I do? Then he said, actually, in the heaven, they don't use that needle. So you need to carry the needle. So when you die, you just carry the needle. But then he realized that after death, I cannot carry a single needle. How will you carry? I will carry so much of riches. How will I will carry that so much of wealth, right? So then his eyes were opened. कि ये सब कर रहा हूँ मैं, ठीक है. This is my karma. This is my karma yoga, right? That is not wrong. But simultaneously, we need to do bhakti also. Things which will help us in the next birth, right? So develop that detachment. Don't be so attached, that because more you are attached, more you are strongly attached. नहीं ये मेरा है, नहीं है मेरा है, मैं छोड़ के नहीं जा सकता, इसे छोड़ के नहीं जा सकता. Till that time we will have to take another birth, right? So Krishna is telling, cut that tree with the weapon of detachment. right? Now, please understand here. In the last batch, one lady asked me that you told that detachment. So should we detach from our family, our kids? No. There is big difference between detachment and love. I mean, attachment and love. Attachment means we want something from that thing, and the love means we want to just serve. Right? So there is a difference. So there is no problem in loving, but there should not be any detachment. Attachment. We should be detached. Right? So we can love our kids, we can love our parents, we can serve them nicely, but simultaneously we should be detached. We should know in the heart of a heart that I have to give up everything one day or the other, and for that I have to prepare myself. Right? That's why Krishna is saying detachment. उसको काट दो, उस पेड़ को काट दो, तभी आप ऊपर जा पाओगे. ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यथ प्रवृत्तिः प्रसूता पुराणी. Now what you do when you cut this tree with a detachment, then you should worship Krishna and you should aspire to go to his dhama in the spiritual world. Here he's telling amazing thing. निर्माण मोहाजित संग दोषा अध्यात्म नित्य विनिवृत्त काम द्वंद्वैर विमुक्ताः सुख दुःख संज्ञे गच्छन्त मूढ़ा पदमव्ययम् तत्. Now who can go to this real tree? Now we are in an imaginary tree. You realize that we are just going from one peak to the another peak. So how to stop this? Krishna told that detachment, and then he told that how after practicing detachment, worship Krishna, and then here he's telling who can come to me. Nirmana moha. Nirmana, one who does not accept any man, any सम्मान from anyone. जैसे आपने देखा होगा कि कभी कभी लोग कहते हैं आपने मुझे मान नहीं दिया, आपने मुझे अपमान किया, मुझे चाय के लिए नहीं बुलाया आपने, you didn't call me for a tea. They feel so offended. कृष्णा सिंह क्या छोटी छोटी बात से रोते हैं आप लोग. निर्मान मोहा. Don't hanker for man and samman. Yeah, some people they think I am so educated, I am so rich, I have this and that, but that person does not give any man to me. Don't hanker for man. Nirmana moha. Moha means illusion. Is beyond illusion. Jita sanga dosha. Illusion and false association. Okay. Moha means false. Okay. False prestige, illusion and false association. Adhyatma nitya. One who understands eternal. Vinivritta kama. Now he is not interested in any kamaha. Kamaha ka matlab hota hai desires. In fulfilling desires. So he is not interested in fulfilling any desires. Dvandver vimukta, he is free from dualities. He is not sukha dukha sadnai. He does not bother about आज winter है कि summer है कि rainy season. He is just happy in all conditions of his life. He does not feel elated, neither he is depressed. Sukha dukha sadnai. He is happy and he's in the happiness and in his sadness he is equal. Gashanta mudaha padamavyayam tat. Now this person when he dies, he attains supreme. Right? So Krishna is telling, keep your mind in an equilibrium position. Now Krishna is telling how my spiritual world is. Generally, this chapter is chanted when somebody dies. Right? कभी कोई मरने के बाद ये chapter गाते हैं. Krishna is telling about his spiritual world. क्या है? What is the spiritual world? He's giving some glimpses here. न तद्भासयते सूर्यो न शशांको न पावकः यद् गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम. न तद्भासयते सूर्यो. Now here in this world we need a light, right? We need a light, and all the lights are coming from sun god. See, electricity is secondary light. From where the electricity is produced? From sun god only, right? So Krishna is telling that my spiritual world is not illuminated by sun or the moon, neither any kind of electricity. Now see, pavakaha is also used here. The meaning of the pavakaha is electricity. Now somebody may say, अरे उस time पे electricity नहीं थी, तो कृष्ण ने कैसे word use किया electricity? So for your kind information, that time they were also using electricity, right? Many cells and many batteries were also developed at that time. So it is said that people of those times were more advanced than today's people, right? They had Brahmastra, they had Narayanastra, which are more powerful than today's atomic bombs. Do you know this? They were very, very advanced. Many people said, अरे पहले के लोग ना गवार थे, अनपढ़ थे, उनको कुछ पता नहीं था, कुछ आता नहीं था. But when you study about our scriptures, you will come to know that they were super duper advanced. And day before yesterday, I was mentioning that how Kapila Muni has written in a Srimad Bhagavatam about the embryology. Embryology मतलब एक माता के पेट में how the गर्भ कैसे बढ़ता है, how the embryo is taking a birth in the womb of the mother is completely explained. Now that time there were no stethoscope, or that time there were no some instrument to check CT scan, but still they could do all the kinds of research, right? So our ancestors were very intelligent, very powerful people, right? Aryabhatta and Panini, amazing people, right? Scholars. So that time also there were electricity. That's why Krishna is using the word electricity. So Krishna says, my spiritual world is not illuminated by sun, moon and electricity. Now somebody may ask, तो उधर अंधेरा है क्या? नहीं, अंधेरा नहीं, कृष्ण के बॉडी से प्रकाश आता है. इनफैक्ट सबके बॉडी से प्रकाश आता है. Everyone's body is illuminated. Everyone's body is glowing. They don't need secondary light. Right? Here we need a light. Right? थोड़ा भी electricity जाता है तो we become panic. अरे light कभी आएगा? Light कभी आएगा? Electricity कब आएगी? But there it doesn't happen like that. Krishna's body is so effulgent that light is coming from that body. Yad gatva nanivartanta tadham paramam mama. So whoever goes to this place does not come back. Whoever goes to this place does not come back here. Amazing, isn't it? Now here's something important and you need to focus on this, right? And here is an amazing story which was told by Jesus. I hope you know who is Jesus. In Hindi we call him as a Isa Masiha. And Marathi Ishu Christ. So we'll learn about Jesus. He told amazing story. Mame vansho jivaloke jiva bhutah sanatana. Manah shasthani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Mame vansho jivaloke. Krishna is telling, whatever living beings you are seeing in this world, they are my ansha, my part and parcel. They are mine. You see, Krishna is third time here telling that all living beings are mine. We heard in the 9th chapter, Pita hamasya jagata mata dhata pita maha. Right? In the 11th chapter also we saw that how Krishna is telling that everyone is coming from me. And here, third time Krishna is saying, Mame vansho jivaloke. Okay, there he said in the 14th chapter, Aham bija pradha pita, I am your father. Now here also he is telling same thing. Mame vansho jivaloke. You are mine. Can you imagine? We are so much connected with Krishna. We are so much connected with Krishna, but we have forgotten, right? We have forgotten, just like we have forgotten some of our relatives, because we are not visiting them, we are not having communication with them, we are not going to their homes, they are not coming to our home, and we have completely forgotten them, right? Some relatives. So similarly, we have forgotten completely Krishna, that we had deeper bondage, right? I remember when I was in the 6th or 7th standard, we had a group of friends, and we told each other, ye dostati hum nahi chhodenge. Right? You must have heard this song in Sholay. Hum zindagi bhar एक साथ रहेंगे. And then when we went to 8th standard, some of them were in a other school, I went to other school, you know, and then our friendship was completely broken. And then we forgot what kind of fun we had done together. We used to eat, together, and we used to sing together. We would dance together in our school gatherings, right? And amazing, it was a thing. But we all suddenly we forgot everything when we went to another school. Similarly, the Jivatma is actually enjoying with Krishna and other spiritual entities in the spiritual world. But when he comes to material world, Satyanas, he just forgotten. The bhakti is the process to remember our old days, right? So that's why Krishna is emphasizing on bhakti. Remember me, remember me, remember me. तो अभी मैं मेरे फ्रेंड्स को याद करने लग जाऊंगा कि ऐसा किया था, ऐसे किया था, ऐसे किया था, हमने एक साथ खाना खाया था. Then again, I will aspire to meet with them, isn't it? So similarly, Krishna is telling, you remember me and you will aspire to meet me. Manah shasthani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Now this, my souls, they are struggling in the prakriti, in the material world. They are struggling very hard with the 6 senses, which include the mind. Right? We are so much struggling. We are struggling with our mind, right? So many thoughts come. Then suddenly some senses start demanding. Abhi bhook lagi hai. Now eyes will say, kuch to dekho. Email check करो, Facebook check करो, कुछ तो देखो. Ears will say, मुझे कुछ तो सुनाओ, खाली बैठा हूँ सुबह से, भगवत गीता सुन के बोर हो गया हूँ, let me hear something, right? Nose will say, I want to smell something, right? So each and every senses is demanding. प्रकृति स्थानि कर्षति. और मन का तो अलग ही होता है. मन में क्या विचार आ जाएगा और कभी क्या हो जाएगा पता नहीं. So we are struggling in the world, right? But Krishna is saying, don't worry, you are mine. You come to me. Now there is an amazing story of Jesus, right? So, one person asked the Jesus, Jesus, okay, this is just a picture. So one person asked the Jesus that, Jesus, why do we come here? And will God become happy when we go back? So Jesus told, let me tell you one story. Jesus would tell parables, small story he would tell. So he told that there was one rich father. Who? There was one rich father. He was very rich. And he had 2 sons, right? This story you can search on the net. Its name is Prodigal Son. Prodigal Son, right? So he had 2 sons. One son was really good. The other son was, what do you say? He would do a lot of masti. He would not study. He would not work for his father. He would do a lot of masti. So one day this son came who was doing a lot of masti. He came to father and told to father, Father, I don't want to stay with you. And father asked, what? Why? He said, I want to live separately. I want to enjoy separately. I don't want any restrictions. I want my freedom. That's all. Father said, but you can stay here and you can help me in work. And why you want to go? You are enjoying here. He said, no, I want my property. Just divide property and give one part to me and give one part to my brother, and I will go. I'll not come back here. Father felt very sad. But this son was demanding, I want my property. Give me my property. And father had no choice. He was old. He said, okay, I will give you property. Be happy. Father cannot see son unhappy. Right? If the son is demanding, mujhe jana hai, mujhe jana hai, mujhe jana hai, mujhe jana hai, then what father will do? He said, okay, go. So he was given a lot of property. Right? He took all the money. He was so happy. मजा आएगा, बहुत मजा करूंगा, इतना सारा पैसा है. So he went very far from his home. And when you have money, lot of money, and when you don't have a sanskar, then you will attract the bad habits, right? So he got, you know, he received many friends actually, and these friends were, you know, like him only, and they looted his money, right? And he would drink every day, he would do all kinds of nonsense every day, and he lost his all money. And you have seen that whenever you have money, many friends will come. But when you don't have money, no one will ask you, कुछ मदद चाहिए क्या, कुछ चाहिए क्या? No. So that thing happened with him. Now he had no money. All the money was finished within 6-7 months. So much money he had, but he lost all the money. He lost in a gambling. He would drink. He would eat all kind of nonsense. He would smoke, right? And he lost all of his money. And then one day he thought, अभी क्या करूं, खाने के लिए भी कुछ नहीं. He remained hungry for so many days. अभी खाने के लिए भी कुछ नहीं, क्या करूं? Then he saw कि इधर लिखा है क्या, vacancy. So he was searching for some kind of job, right? And then finally he found one job, and that job was taking care of pigs, right? Taking care of pigs. Just like here, we take care. We saw there are people who herd the cows. There are people who herd the goats and sheep. Similarly, in the Western world, they herd the pigs also, right? So they use these pigs in eating. So he was taking care of the pigs, right? But his boss was very cruel. He would not give him sufficient food to eat. Now he joined a job to get some food, but job was very cruel, and he did not give him any kind of food. And he made his arrangement of staying in the house of pigs only. So he was staying with the pigs. I just wondering, when I was staying with my father, I had such a huge palace, right? But now I'm staying with the pigs, and you understand pigs, they are so gross. What kind of nonsense they eat, right? What kind of nonsense thing they do. Pigs, you know, they only like to be in a gutter. Aapne dekha hoga. They love to be in a gutter, right? If you feed him good things, they will not eat. They just like to eat ganda kachra, right? So one day he did not get anything to eat. So what he did, you know, there was some food kept for the pig. He started eating that because he was so hungry. Can you imagine? He was so hungry. And then he said, what I'm doing? He started crying. He said, अरे मेरे पिताजी के घर में नौकरों को भी पेट भर के खाना मिलता है, और यहाँ पे मैं, in my father's house, even the servant get stomach full meal there, food there, and here I'm hungry, I'm eating pig's food. What I'm doing here? And he started crying. He started remembering his father. Father, please, I want to come to you, but I don't know you will accept me or not, because I have rebelled against you, right? I have said, I have fought with you, but I don't know, will you accept me again, right? But then he said, यहाँ तो मेरा जमने वाला ही नहीं है, because इधर खाने को भी नहीं मिलता है, मैं तो मर जाऊंगा ऐसे ही. Then he said, no, now what I will do, I will go to my father, but not as a son, but as a servant. I will serve him, then whatever money he will give, I will take the food out of that, but I will not go to my, you know, father as son, because he feels so shameful. अभी मेरे बाप के पास कैसे जाऊं, right? But then he thought कि वहां तो at least खाना तो मिलेगा यार, जाना तो पड़ेगा. So he went there, and he was walking. He was just, you know, hiding his face. Just hiding his face out of sharam, right? He was feeling कि कैसे मैं मुंह दिखाऊं अपना. How will I show my face to my dad? I have fought with him. I have taken all his money, and I have rebelled against him. How can I go? But still he said, no, I'll go. And he was walking, and guess what? Guess what? The father, he was just sitting in the window, and actually he would wait every day. कब आएगा मेरा बेटा? When he will come? When he will come? When he will come? Where is my younger child? I cannot stay without him. I want to see my child. Where is my child? He was crying. Right, and that day also he was waiting. Where my child will come? Where is my child? Where is my child? He was saying like that. He was searching for him, and suddenly he saw that someone like his child is coming, walking towards him, and he said, "Hey, who is this? Look at him. Who has come?" And he got down and he started running towards him, and he saw he was none different from his son, and it just impressed him. He started crying. Tears of love were coming from his eyes, and his son was also crying. He said, "Father, please, I'm not your son. Please, don't touch me. I'm not your son. You know, I have taken all your money and I have rebelled against you. I have not loved you, my father. Please don't touch me." The father said, "No, you are my son. You have come back. Let's enjoy. Let's have party." And he called for all of his servants and told, "Today we should make the best of the food and call everyone to eat that food. Let's have party. My son has come." Amazing story, isn't it? So similar thing happens when soul goes back to Krishna and meets Krishna. You know, Krishna personally comes to take that soul. He's waiting in the Golok when that soul will come. I'm waiting for him so many times because Mame Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. He is mine. He's mine. Just like mother loves her kid, similarly Krishna loves every Jivatma. Every Jivatma Krishna loves. So he calls everyone, "Aajao, let's have party today. Today, so and so person has come to spiritual world. Amazing, let's have party." And you can see the expression on the face of everyone. They are so happy, as if they were all waiting for you, as if they are all waiting for that soul to come, right? So this is how Krishna is waiting for all of us. Let's go ahead. Shariram yadavapnoti yachapyutkramatishvarah gruhitaitva sayyati vayaranda nivashat. Right? So just like air carries a different kind of aromas, similarly, soul takes different kinds of bodies. Just imagine you are passing by Kachra Kundi. A garbage bin, a big garbage bin, you are just passing through there and you will immediately do, "Ee, so bad smell," you will say. Why? Because that time air is carrying that ganda smell. But just now imagine you are passing through a rose flower garden and you will say, "So fresh. Oh my God, it's so amazing," you will say. Now this time air is carrying the aroma. Similarly, a soul carries a different kinds of bodies. Right? Krishna is saying, "Kshotram chaksham sparshanam cha rasanam granameva cha adhishtaya manashaya vishayanupasevate." So according to different bodies, you get different kinds of ears. I mean, kshotra means ears, chakshu, sparshanam, rasanam, granam. That means as you take different kinds of bodies, you will get different kinds of ears, eyes, nose, tongue, and touch. Right? And you will try to enjoy with those senses. Right? So in the different bodies, there are different kinds of eyes, ears, eyes. Right? Now, if you become a dog, you will get different kinds of ears. You will get different kinds of nose. Right? But the senses will remain same, and you will try to enjoy from that senses. Right? We'll take amazing story. So whoever you are, even if you become a dog, you will try to enjoy this world. So Krishna is saying, just give up the mentality of enjoyment. Right? Manas sangena asanga shastrena drudhena chitva. Just cut down that enjoyment thought. from your mind, and that's how you will able to cut down that tree. But here, amazing thing Krishna is telling, whichever birth you get, you try to enjoy and you feel I am the happiest. So even you see a dog, he will feel I am the happiest. I am happy. I am happy. Right? We'll see one story, amazing story. Huh? Now he is Indra. Indra is powerful warrior, and Krishna told in the Gita, among the demigods, I am Indra. Right? Now the Indra once happened to insult his guru Brihaspati. हाँ, तो उनके गुरु का इंसल्ट कर दिया उन्होंने, राइट? और बृहस्पति ने कहा, बिकॉज यू हैव इंसल्टेड मी, यू विल बिकम अ हॉग, यू विल बिकम अ पिग. मराठी में बोलेंगे तो आप डुक्कर बन जाएंगे, डुक्कर, राइट? सो ही बिकम अ पिग, राइट? So now here in the spiritual world, I mean in the Brahma Loka, Brahmaji was thinking, I'm missing Indra. Where is Indra? Where is Indra? So then he realized that Indra has taken birth among pigs. So he said, without Indra, you know, who will take care of rains? So I need to get him back to the heavens. So he went to earthly planet and he found out the Indra's place. So Indra was, you know, with some pigs and he was there. So Brahmaji said, my dear Indra, chalo come to me. It's enough now. Enough now of this curse. Now come back and, you know, resume your position in the heavens. Then Indra said that, no, I cannot give up so early. What Krishna said? Krishna said, whichever birth you get, you become attached to that birth. Right? So even if you get the pig's birth, you know, you will become attached to pig's body. So that's what happened to Indra. And what Indra said? Indra said, no, Brahmaji, I am happy here. See, she's my wife. She pig. See, I have so many kids. And you know what we do? We go to gutter and we enjoy in the gutter. You know, it's so amazing, amazing. Brahmaji, you please come with us and just see how we are enjoying in the gutter. Brahmaji said, stop. You are enjoying a gutter, shameless fellow. You are the king of heavens. Come to heaven. You are accepting the body of dukkar. You are accepting the body of pig, hog. Come. And he said, no, I have my son. I have to get him married soon. He's getting older now. Then, you know, I have few grandsons also. I'm enjoying here. So he said, Baap re. Then he realized, Brahmaji, Krishna has made this world so nicely, na? Everyone feels कि मैं enjoy कर रहा हूँ, भले ही वो कुत्ता हो, बिल्ली हो या hog हो, वो भी सोचता है मैं enjoy कर रहा हूँ. This is my wife, this is my son. I'm living a happy life. But then Brahmaji, what he did, he just killed Indra, and as soon as Indra was killed, I mean that pig was killed, he appeared, he became an Indra, and then he realized, अरे बाप रे मैं क्या कर रहा था यार वहाँ पे गटर में. I'm an Indra and I was sleeping in the gutter. Gee. Then Indra went back to heavens. Amazing story, isn't it? Now here, उत्क्रांतवितं सतं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानां पश्यन्ति दान चक्षुषः. So Krishna is telling those who are actually intelligent, they can see how is somebody leaving the body and accepting the new body. Yatanto yoginashyainam pashyantyatma vyavasthitam yatanto praकृतात्मानं naitam pashyanta chetasah. The endeavoring transcendentalists who are situated in self-realization can see this clearly. So देख सकते हैं लोग जो actually योगी है, वो देख सकते हैं कि how somebody is leaving the body, how somebody is accepting the new body, how somebody is completing his own karmas, right? Now here Krishna is telling that yada adityagatam tejo jagad bhaseti kilam, the light of sun, the light of moon is coming from me. Kama visham cha bhutani dharayam aham mojasa pushpami chausadi sarvah soma bhutva rasatmakah. Kama vishya cha bhutani, I enter into the every planet, right? Because Krishna has entered into every planet. That's why every planets are like, you know, staying in the orbit. Have you seen that Earth has crossed the orbit. The sun has crossed the orbit. No, nobody's crossing the orbit. They are running in the orbit. Who is doing that? You know, science could not find the answer. It is because of Krishna. Krishna is telling here, Gama Vishtamcha Bhutani. Because of me, they are running in the orbit. They are staying in the orbit. Pushpami Chaushadi Sarvam. I become the moon and thereby supply the juice of life to all vegetables. Right? Krishna is telling, I am the test. You may be loving some vegetables, right? Potato, somebody love potato, different kinds of vegetable. But Krishna is telling, because of me, they get the test. Because of me, they get the juice. And who am I? I am a Soma. Soma means Chandra Devata. Chandra Dev की वजह से ही सारे vegetables को ही वो juice मिलता है, right? और taste मिलता है, right? Vaishvanaro bhutva praninam deham ashritam. That day I was telling that Krishna is sitting in our stomach as a Vaishvanara bhutva. Vaishvanara, there is one fire in our stomach, and due to that fire, one is able to digest the food. Aham Vaishvanaro bhutva. Praninam deham ashritam. Those who are living beings, they have that fire running in their stomach, right? And Krishna is saying, Prana, Pana, Smayukta, Pachamanyam, Chaturvadam. I digest the 4 kinds of foods. Which are 4 kinds of foods? One is eatables, I mean chewable. हम चबा के खाते, 4 प्रकार के फूड होते हैं जनरली. एक चबा के खाते हम, क्या चबा के खाते हैं? चपाती चबाते हैं, right? One is drinking juices and all, we drink. I mean water and all we drink, right? वो drinking होता है. One is licked. लिक करके खाना पड़ता है, जैसे आइसक्रीम है कोई कोई, राइट? वो भी लिक करके खाना पड़ता है. एंड 4 काइंड ऑफ फूड इज सकिंग. ऐसे पीना पड़ता है, सूप वगैरह ऐसे पीते हैं ना, राइट? तो 4 काइंड्स ऑफ फूड कृष्णा इज स्पीकिंग अबाउट. ये 4 प्रकार के, चारों भी आप कुछ भी खाओ, मैं ही इसका डाइजेशन करता हूं, राइट? सो कृष्णा इज टेलिंग, बिकॉज ऑफ मी योर स्टमक फायर इज गोइंग ऑन. जैसे आप कोई आयुर्वेदिक डॉक्टर के पास जाएंगे ना, तो बताते हैं कि अग्नि मांद्य हुआ है, आपका जो अग्नि है पेट में वो कम हो गया है, राइट? somebody में से अग्नि कैसे आ गया रे भाई? तो कृष्ण कहते हैं, मैं अग्नि के रूप में प्रकट होता हूँ, अग्नि हूं मैं आपके पेट में. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट वर्स. विद 5 minutes we will stop. Don't leave. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto matta smrtirjnanapohanam cha vedesh sarvairahameva vedyo vedan kritaveda videv chaham. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishto. I'm sitting in everyone's heart. I'm sitting in everyone's heart, not in the head, not in the stomach. Of course, Krishna is everywhere, but especially he's in the heart. Just like water is everywhere in the earth, but from where water comes? From the well. Similarly, Krishna is everywhere in our body, but we can experience him in the heart. Matta smritirjnanam apohanam. From me comes the knowledge, remembrance and forgetfulness. Krishna gives us remembrance, right? तो जब कोई किसी ने प्रश्न पूछा था कि हम भूल जाएंगे तो कृष्ण को क्या होगा? जब मर रहे हम और कृष्ण को भूल जाएंगे तो क्या होगा? तो अगला जन्म लेना पड़ेगा. मैंने पूरी जिंदगी भर भक्ति की है, परंतु जब मैं मर रहा था तो कृष्ण याद नहीं आए तो उसका चिंतन, टेंशन आप मत लो. टेंशन कौन लेगा? कृष्ण लेंगे, क्योंकि कृष्ण कह रहे आई गिव दैट रिमेम्बरेंस. एंड यू नो कृष्ण सिस्टम आर फ्लॉलेस. मतलब उसमें इतू सी भी गलती नहीं होती, इतू सी भी गलती नहीं होती कृष्ण के सिस्टम में. हमारे सिस्टम में बहुत सारी गलतियां होती है. देखिए लिफ्ट होती है, कभी कभी लिफ्ट अटक जाती है. कुछ भी देखिए आप, कभी कभी अच्छी बिल्डिंग बनाते हैं, कुछ दिन में गिर जाती है. Our system are fully, there are so many flaws, but Krishna system are flawless. When the Krishna is speaking, this will happen, means it will happen, no question asked. ठीक है? तो Krishna says, you remember me, I will give you remembrance. Vedeshu sarvairahmeva vedyo vedan kritaveda videv chaham. I have made all the Vedas, and the purpose of the Vedas is to understand me. Okay. Krishna speaking. Dvamivo purusho loke kshara eva cha kshara sarvani bhutani kutastokshara uchyate. There are two kinds of beings. One is fallible and other is infallible. Right? In the spiritual world, people, those who are living, they are infallible. Fallible का मतलब होता है जिसका पतन होता है, those who are taking birth again and again. So we all come into the category of fallible, right? We are taking birth, we are dying, we are taking birth, dying, taking birth, dying, taking birth. So Krishna is telling in the spiritual world, there are people who are, they don't need to go through this. Okay. उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्यं परमात्मेतु धायर्त यो लोकात्रयमाविश्य बिभक्तव्य ईश्वर. But there is one person greater than these two. That is myself, that is Krishna. Right? जिसका पतन होता है और जिसका पतन नहीं होता, उसमें भी मैं श्रेष्ठ हूँ, उसमें भी मैं हूँ. Right. यो मामेव सम्मूढ़ो जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत. Now Krishna, as usual, what we have heard, जब जब चैप्टर का एंड आता है ना, कृष्ण कहते हैं भक्ति करो. यहाँ पे भी क्या कह रहे हैं कृष्ण? भक्ति करो. स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत. पूरे भाव के साथ मेरा भजन करो. राइट? इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रमिदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद् बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमानः कृतकृतस्य भारत. This is the most confidential part of the knowledge. Very confidential part. Nobody knows about this tree. Nobody knows that we are staying in the material world and there is a spiritual world, which is the real tree. We are staying in the reflection, and the reflection can be destroyed. Reflection can be destroyed. Reflection is not eternal. The tree is eternal. So you come to tree, study the Vedas, right? Understand that I'm sitting in your heart, I'm sitting in your stomach. I'm helping you to for digestion. You come to me. Whoever understand this become wise and endeavors will know the perfection. And he becomes the perfect. And that's how we complete our 15th chapter. I hope this was quite interesting chapter. Isn't it? Wasn't it interesting? How many of you enjoyed? Just raise your hand. I'm seeing you all. Amazing, amazing. So let me take some few questions, and if you are getting late, you can leave, but I would suggest stay for some time. Let's take some questions. Pariksha has question. Bolo Pariksha.
If ignorance is bliss,
Huh?
why we seek knowledge?
Sorry?
सर वो पूछना चाहती है कि if ignorance is bliss, why we seek knowledge?
Okay, ignorance is a bliss. मतलब yeah, that is a saying ना, ignorance is a bliss. सोचता हूँ मैं बताता हूँ आपको. Anyone else? But that I think that bliss is not also eternal ना. See, आपने जैसे पूछा कि bliss just one minute, Diyan. Pariksha was asking that ignorance is bliss, then why we are seeking knowledge? We are seeking knowledge because we want eternal bliss. Not the bliss we are enjoying here is a temporary bliss. So by that knowledge, by getting knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will get eternal bliss. Right? That's why we have to study Bhagavad Gita. Now, Sina, you are seeing that so there are so many people, they don't know anything about the Bhagavad Gita, just living happy, just eating all the kinds of food stuff, all the kinds of nonsensical things, and doing all kinds of killing, and then doing robberies. And somebody may say, "Are kya life hai yaar iska?" And here I am chanting Hare Krishna, and I am so sad. So ignorance is a bliss. But please understand that he is just creating his karmas, and so there are two kinds of things. Please understand, there is shreyas and prayas. So prayas means immediate enjoyment. I will do this and I will enjoy immediately. But the shreyas is you will get the enjoyment at the later stage of your life, plus you will get that for eternal. So for example, I have a rose in my hand, right? And I can give that rose to one girl, right, who can love me. That is prayers. Prayers means immediate enjoyment. I will get that girl as my girlfriend or my wife. But if I choose to give that flower to Krishna, then will Krishna immediately start loving me? No, that is kind of serious. So I will get enjoyment also. I will get I will stop.